Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time y'all watching this. Y'all see the title. Y'all know what's going on, man. It's BhramaBull in the building, man. What's good, my man? What's up, baby?
Hey, what's going on, man? Thanks for having me.
Oh, anytime, man. And why don't you introduce yourself first, man? For people that don't know you, maybe don't know your production or know your background a little bit.
Okay. BhramaBull. I was born in Philadelphia. Later in life I moved to West Coast, California. But I did a lot of my hustling and grinding and learning and networking on the East Coast where I was from. I moved around the tri-state area. I know Pennsylvania's not the tri-state, but I moved in that way to network, do some studio work, go to school, learn, grind, and then I made my way out west, just for a re-up. You know what I'm saying? Weather, I don't know. Wife, you know what I'm saying? Where's she at? I'm going. You know what I'm saying? So we just did a little flip. She's from New York, so we said, "Yo, we're gonna go out west." Then I was in San Diego. Started stomping around there, working with some great artists out there. I was on like my show grind, like show producing and video. And while the beats were going, then I moved to Los Angeles and kind of that turned everything up. But I'm a producer, produce, music, and I produce videos. I produce other things, but, sound manipulator. And, I could get your release cracking too. You know what I'm saying? Like I can make that shit pop. I work with a lot of underground artists, but I'm starting to focus on myself right now. And a lot of work comes from that sometimes, but I've been greedy for the past year and a half, 2 years on my own career. And it seems to be doing well. I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So so
it's funny, man. Yeah, I do notice. I'm thank you for that, because I do. It's funny that I do get my props, and from when certain people do give me props, I'd be like, I feel good about it. I feel like I'm on the right path, and I'm around the right people, man. So you're one of those people that I've been watching and honoring and promoting and doing whatever I can, because I think you're not just a great producer, but a great person. Because I met you prior do the internet. I interviewed you. Me and my co-host on another podcast interviewed you. So I know you a little bit. So we got a little bit of history. So again, welcome to the THHC podcast. It's a little different format. You know what I'm saying? I told you I was gonna get you on this show and break down the project or two or something. And this won't be the first time you on. I already know. So this is the THHC podcast, episode 156. BhramaBull, man, he put out a project called Evolution 4. And we're going to review it, man. But before we do, it's Friday, and we got to talk about what's new, what came out. First of all, do you listen to anything that came out new Fridays? Are you tapped in as soon as they come out, or you wait and listen later?
I get notifications, kind of, and if I'm on a show, a DJ spinning it, I listen to every show I'm on. So I'm pretty tapped in on a lot of the artists that are, on their way up or been around. So I'm pretty tapped.
I like that. All right, the first and everybody that's listening, man, these are albums that I cater to, mostly hip hop, some R&B, but like I don't think R&B's in here today getting betrayed, but mostly hip hop. And if you don't see your artist, or if you're the artist listening, watching this, and you don't see your project, put it in the comments. We'll check it out. Number one is SD Knack and producer Machacha. They got a project called 357. I checked it out a little bit. I got to go back to it. I only listened to like 6 cuts out of 10, I think he gets on there. But I'm going to go back and check out. I'm an SD Knack fan and a Machacha fan. He's a producer. Have you heard any of these artists?
Yeah, SD Knack. I haven't heard of Machacha or his name, but
it's Machacha, I think.
Machacha, whatever.
I chop up names all the time.
Right, like sometimes these names come up and then you hear about them all the time. So he's with SD Knack, and it's gonna be fire. You know what you're gonna get there.
it's funny because
it's dope.
It's funny because like SD Knack is underground, so is Machacha. Like that's why you probably say I never. I've been listening to like it's funny like when SD Knack raps, you don't care what producer it is, right? Sometimes you just go listen to him. You might be a fan of SD Knack, but I'm a fan of both. So it's like I was like okay. So you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a fan of Machacha, and I was like every time he come out, I might go see who he's working with.
Right.
It's like that. Oh, there you go. I'm about to say it's messing up. All right. Number 2 is Jules, Clay, and Jayy. I think it's Furman. This is called Acclimated, and I believe it's just on Bandcamp presently because it came out today. And a lot of artists go to Bandcamp first for a week or two, try to get that full bread, and then they so they throw it out to the public because you're not getting pennies on the dollar when you got it on the streaming platform. So go support Bandcamp artists. You know what I'm saying? Number 3 is Smoke Dizza and producer Fly Lotus. It's called Flying Objects. It's an EP. I think it's like 5 tracks. I listened to it.
First track is cold.
Huh?
I know that shit is cold. I heard.
Oh yeah, Smoke Dizza, man. I've been a fan of Smoke Dizza, man. He's always on something. I think he's experimenting a little bit with the sounds on this one. Right. But it's still you get to it, you listen to it, you be like, yeah, I do. I mess with you, man. I'm still messing with you, man. So shout out to artists that's experiment with music too. Don't just do the 1-2 beat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So that's why I respect artists that do that and they test the waters a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, big respect to him. But Smoke doesn't stay working, bro. As I know who Smoke Dizza is, that nigga stay putting shit out and it's
stay working, man. Speaking of good MCs, man, I put quality work out. RJ Payne and PA Dre is the producer. My Life is a Movie Part 2. I think he did the first one with Ice Cube, I think, and then the second one is with Jazzy Jeff. So it's like when I say that, I mean not producing because PA Dre's doing it, but what's it called when you kind of analyze talk narrator.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah, Jazzy Jeff's the narrator of the story, so it's dope. Shout out to RJ
Payne is dope. Like I talked about him the other day in another interview. He's just dope. He reached out to me. Just I saluted him back, and hopefully we can work, man. We follow each other. That would be really dope because we kind of got like similar kind of promotion styles. You know what I'm saying? Like, he does the songs that like are a movie, right? And he raps about what's happening in the movie, right? Like, like the Jew shit and all that. I think that's so dope. But I'll just cut up the movie and put the song over it, and like it kind of goes with it, but his shit is on the lyrical, so I like the way he brought that to the game. All respects to him. So that's gonna be fire.
100%. I listened to it already, man. It's dope, man.
It's dope, right?
So you know what I'm saying? Like usually I listen to majority of these, but sometimes I don't get to them. But I
just got like his face on it with the glasses, right? That's the project.
Yeah. Movie or whatever. So it's crazy, man.
It's dope.
It's dope though. Number 5 is Blue, artist Blue, and producer Real Bad Man. Why didn't I write that down for some reason? Did I? Oh man, the title of the track. I just wrote me typing fast and stuff, but
but Blue is dope. He's been around. He works with Exile, the producer with the MPC. They were in San Diego a lot of times. I've seen them. They dope. They've been around for a second, but that's gonna be fire. I gotta check that one out.
Shout out to Blue, man. Blue, I love Blue, man. I'm a huge fan. And salute to Ben Frank in the chat. Salute, he's saying salute to you, man.
Right.
Welcome, man. But I've been a fan of Blue, and I've been a fan of Real Bad Man. He's another producer I follow and I respect, man. Like I respect you now. You know what I'm saying? And I forget the name of the album. I'm sorry I didn't write it down, but just go look that up and go tap into it. Y'all won't regret it. Speaking of producers, number 6 is Cali. I think it's Cali Beats. Okay. And it's Cali Beats Part 3 or Cali Beats Part 3. Right. So he gets artists like yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like he gets artists to jump on the records and stuff. It's just like you. This is an EP, and it's dope. It's funny because I'm listening to it because I'm a fan of him. And I'm listening, and it's 4 tracks. It's an EP, and then it's like 4 instrumentals. He does it like that.
Mhm.
And I'm listening to one of the tracks, and I go, yo, why that dude sound like me? Like, so I guess they used my voice from one of these videos.
Oh, that's cold though.
Yeah, it's cold. It's not the first time. If you go on my Spotify, I got a whole at least 17 minutes full of songs that somebody used my voice. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, some with permission, some without, but I usually find out and I just throw it in. I don't care. As long as
that's crazy though, right?
I'm listening to it. I'm like, and the dude starts rapping, and then you hear my voice like da 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 da, like you know how like people sample voices, right?
Yeah,
like a Jay-Z or something, right? You know,
right.
And I was like, oh, who's that? And I'm like, damn, that sound like me. I rewind it. I said, that is me.
That's fire though, bro.
And I hit him up. He said, oh yeah, I forgot I used it. My bad.
Bro.
But yeah, that's dope. It was dope, man. So yeah, man. He says,
I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, check it out. I was like, oh shoot. But anyway, yo, shout out to Caleb Beats. Number 7, Substance 810. Been a fan of him for a while. He got a project called Making Waves. Have you ever heard of Substance 810? He's kind of
I heard about him the other day.
Okay.
I see him on my timeline, and we be on shows together, like not literal shows, but like radio shows and stuff like that. And
yeah.
He's obviously doing something. It's like a brown cover with like some Street Fighter shit on it. But, seen it. That's the way I find shit. Like I see it on the pages, and it's it's got to be fire if it's if I see it on my timeline.
I believe he's down with the Umbrella. What's it? Umbrella? I don't want to say Camp Crew, but Mickey Diamonds, and I think it's Substance 810. There's a couple dudes like that. Yeah, I think he's down with the Umbrella Squad. I don't know if they call him Umbrella something. They call themselves something.
Then he's official then.
Yeah, he's official, man. Number 8 is Eddie Kane. Eddie Kane. That's how you
know. I've heard of that guy.
Eddie Kane and Finn. Finn's a producer. That's called Quincy Street Blues, man. Another collabo, another project that I think is worthy of you guys listening to. Finn's a great producer, and Eddie Kane, man. He's from Brooklyn, man. He rapping. You know what I'm saying?
And he rhymes with Rim, right?
Rim, yeah. Him and Rim are like tight, man. They're like brothers, man. They be rapping together, flowing together, going back and forth. They like one of the best duets going back and forth. You know, like EPMD used to go, whoever. Style and Jada.
Video, they're in front of the theater, right? Rapping.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. They're like a new Style and Jada, man. The way they be going back and forth.
Yeah, I'm talking to Rim right now. We about to get some shit.
Man.
We're working on it right now.
Exclusive.
Yeah, that's definitely exclusive.
Talked about it. Shout out to Rim, man. I have Rim on the show. Rim's a true dude, man. I like Rim, man. Right. He's a good dude, man. So shout out to Rim. Now this is a surprise project. Number 9. It's not out now, but it's to be out tomorrow. Rush $, Jay Nice, Stove God Cooks, and SD Knack. They got an album called The Cookout 2. It's coming out tomorrow.
These niggas is working, bro. God.
Yo.
Damn, I just started working, and these niggas been got like 15, 20 albums.
Yo.
I'm saying, like.
Yeah, I'm like, when I saw that today, and I was like, this ain't real. I'm thinking, is this something? What is this? like you look at, somebody messing around. People got AI now. They go through a lot of stuff, but it's done promoted themselves. But at first I looked at it. You first see it, you go, hell is this?
Right.
And then I look, it was Stove God promoting. I go, it's gotta be real. Stove God's on it. If Stove God promoting
this shit, like they've been wanting him to drop something. I've been seeing in the comments. He's highly anticipated right now.
100%.
100%.
All right, man. That's the Friday drops, man. If y'all didn't see y'all artists, or you're the artist yourself, and you didn't see yourself, drop your project down. Let us know about it, man. We gotta get right into this project, man. We're gonna go back to back, man. We're gonna, introduce the album, and we're gonna talk about each track. You know what I'm saying? Give me a story. Give me I don't know, maybe something about the artist. I don't know, maybe talk about the artist. Because for you. You're the producer. You can talk about the sound and the beats and stuff like that. I like stuff like that. I want those stories. But at the same time, of course, each different artist on each track, you might want to mention them, of course, right? You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. I got something for each one because
I'm just joking around.
This took me like a second to put together.
That's what I'm saying. That's why. First of all, how long did it take you? How long did it take you to put this project together? That's the. How about that?
Well, I got like 3 tracks. around. I went back to New York for my for Christmas. I go back every year, see my wife's family and shit. So I'll be in New York, but I'll still be like working, you know. And I got the Vic Spencer around that time, and then I got like 3 tracks done. The Vic Spencer, the Monday night, and a couple others. So then it took about 3 months. You know what I'm saying? It took about.
That's not bad. That's not bad for these rappers.
That's what I'm saying. You got to think
that's a short time frame, dude.
Right. And some of them I was getting like while I was releasing. So I did 7 singles this year. I went. This is the first year I ever did 7 singles in one.
Yeah.
Before, you know, usually it's like 1 or 2. But I told myself this year that I was going to do like 5. But then I kept going because they kept doing pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I had a wave. I told myself 1 a month. 1 a month. Yeah. I'm going to turn this shit up with 1 a month. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I was starting kind of from scratch. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have a stockpile of stuff. So it took me about 3-4 months to put everything together.
Dude, that's fast, man, for rappers. Because I don't know everybody speaks. I talk to a lot of rappers myself, and some of them be like, "Oh, take me a week, take me a month, take me whatever." Like, I get it. Everybody got a life too, but you know, saying like, if you're trying to get a verse in or 2, you should be able. No, this thing. I'm waiting for a comeback. I saw it spinning on.
Here it goes.
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on? Something's going on, man.
There's too many people on here. People are tapping in too crazy. That's why the bandwidth.
Hopefully, it gotta be. It gotta be. I know, right? THHC podcast episode 156, BhramaBull Evolution 4. Man, let's get right into it, man. It came out April 4th, 2023. 44 minutes, 23 seconds. Let's get right into it, man. Number 1, it's called PHC. I believe, only thing I be thinking when I see PHC, I always think of a publishing clearinghouse. It might be funny, but it might not stand for that. But I was thinking, what's that? That's what. Right. Number 1, PHC featuring 3-Way Slim, and a lot of these MCs I want to tell everybody from the jump new to me. So I'm gonna give them a lot of praise because they're really good, and I'm glad you found them and they're on your project, man. So PCH featuring 3-Way Slim. First track is Above the Rim like Tupac. The smooth, light jazz gives rapper 3-Way Slim room to stamp his passport and travel, man. He's traveling on this joint, man. Let's talk about it. Number 1, PCH, I mean.
So talk about, yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I've been seeing like, when I discovered kind of Monday night, right? We did the balcony status. That's for later. Yeah. But I just, I see who he's working with, and there's like some crew out in Virginia. I forget what they call it. They got a crew name, Block or something. And it was him, and it was this Fly Anakin. I was just listen to this shit like so much, right? And there was this guy 3-Way Slim, and he just killed one track. I think there was another producer on the track, but the way he kicked that shit was like better than all his other music. I'm not gonna say it was better, but it was his last record, and it
like
was
a highlight. A highlight.
Like I listened to his old shit, and it was good. The lyrics were good, but you could hear the quality getting better, right? So my whole shit is like trying to find people on the come up that work hard and have like a sound or don't sound like nobody else, right? Honestly, like the ST-Nack, he don't sound like nobody else.
Nobody.
And everybody on your list has their own identity, Pop music, everybody kind of sounds alike. You know what I'm saying? That's why I really don't like it like that. So I just reached out, you know what I'm saying? And I was in his stories and I've seen him working with a lot of people. So I sent him like 3 beats, right? First one, no go. Second one, no go. But the one without the drums, he liked. Now, I kind of knew that, You know what I'm saying? But he said, yeah, that's the one, right? and he got it done. And he really painted a picture because I also knew that he moved out to the West Coast as well. You know
okay. And, so he can relate to you. Y'all got some stories.
Well, I don't know how long he's been here, but I know he kind of like just got here. You know what I'm saying? Because he's everywhere. Studios, this and that. And Pacific Coast Highway is just like the sound of it kind of sounds summery. The beat, like it kind of sounds luxurious. And it's out here and it's connected to the beach. It just sounded right. You know what I'm saying? It was I named the beat something else, but the way he kicked it, it was really good. So big shout to him, man. He's working hard every day.
You know, just a good way to start off the album. Like, I got a question for you before, like, after this, I just want to announce that there's another person in the chat, Taj Malik, giving you the double green check, man. He's an actual MC and a producer, rapper and a producer, man. He's one of the ones as well that I've been monitoring for like 2-3 years, man. This dude is dope. I would love for you to work with Taj Malik, man. Maybe I can tap in. But he gave you the double check. I think that's that. I don't know I don't know what I think it means.
No, but that's official.
Official, yeah. Hey, listen, I'm old, man.
Hey, I'm in there too, brother, man. Like, I don't know what that is, but I know it's good. Green,
it's gotta be good, yeah, the double check, especially it's green, you know what I'm saying? So like how do you select the first track?
Man, good question. I tried the whole thing. I tried to go new track, previous single, new track, previous single, and try to like mix it up like that. But it just felt like it was
so the vibe.
Yeah, like
okay.
Almost it just felt that way when I was making the order. And I didn't like sit in the studio with mad people and be like, yo, which one you think? No, I was sitting right here and I just felt that shit. It was like 3 a.m. and I was like, yo, let him set off the whole tape. You know what I'm saying? And everyone thought it was a good opening.
No, it was a great opening, man. That's what I was like. I was wondering, like, and that's a great answer. Like, that is the answer. It's a sound. It's a feeling. I don't want to. I hope you ain't in the lab doing charts. You know, doing some weird experiments. This has got to be the first one. You're human, man. You got to feel it.
Yeah, you got to keep it just regular shit. Like when it comes down to it.
Let's go to number 2. But before we do that, Ben says, yeah, Taj Malik is dope as you can't swear. So he said facts. I like that. Shout out. I like when people get
right after this.
Yeah. All right, so let's go on to number 2. NASA featuring Vic Spencer. You said he was one of the first to deliver one of these joints. So that's dope. Shout out to Vic Spencer for being on time.
Yeah.
Bull's signature music tag is aggressive, but his music is opposite, man. This track is favorable and satisfying as Vic Spencer doesn't disappoint. Your music is just like I said, like, you know, it goes BhramaBull, like, you know, like I love that, right? I like I want to know where you got that from, but then it's like, you know, it's a boxing movie, right? I think it's the boxing.
So it's a boxing movie.
Then all of a sudden, like, the beats be like beautiful, smooth, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking the beats about to be like, so you know what I'm saying? But it's dope. That's why I like it, man. So talk about NASA featuring Vic Spencer.
I don't know how I got in contact with Vic Spencer. I think I just DM'd him. No, I'm bullshitting. I would not be given the proper credit. My boy Nas Williams from Chicago. He got a show on Sirius XM called The Drive, right?
Okay.
He sometimes asks me for records, whoop-de-whoop. Like, yo, you got a record from your crew? And I work with my homie Chef Sean. He's from Chicago. So sometimes I send him the records, like Chef's records. You know what I'm saying? And but then I'm like, yo, you manage fucking Vic Spencer? He's like, yeah, you know who that is? And I'm like, yeah, nigga. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
yo, he said, do you know who he is?
Right.
Listen, even the overground, the pop people, they know who he is, but they saying I give him his product.
But he didn't expect me to know because I'm just sending him records. Like, he don't know about my production like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm like, yo, I'm building my shit up. Let's get something together. Like, and he DJs for him. So I was like, all right, bet. So, you know, he's like, yo, you okay, let's set it up, put it in a group chat, and we worked it out. You know, it wasn't like I sent him mad beats either. Like, it was one beat. You know what I'm saying? And yo, this beat, everybody says it's fire. Mad people passed that beat up.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
They passed on the NASA beat?
Yeah, like, you know, sometimes you send it like, I'm going to get on it, but then it's like,
maybe they, I get it. Because like I said, I talk to rappers all the time. They say the same thing. They be like, yo, I passed on that beat, but, you know, I don't know. I'm going to just make a name. Jay-Z killed it or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You be like, what? You passed on that? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I get it.
And sometimes, like, when you have that's why I don't send, like, packs out. I don't really send a lot of packs out. You know what I'm saying? Like, because then they'll sit. You know what I'm saying? And the only pack I ever sent out was to Conway. I sent a pack to Conway and UFO Feed. Those are the only 2 times I sent them.
Oh,
and
man.
I know. And they didn't hit me back. Because the only reason I sent that shit to Conway is because niggas was tagging me in his post saying, yo, you gotta send your beats to this guy. Like, yo, Conway needs beats. BhramaBull. I had like 5 to 7 tags of like, yo, send your beats right here. But I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got mad people fucking doing it. You know what I'm saying? I totally get the wait in line thing. You know what I'm saying? And UFO Feed hit me back. But he probably has mad beats too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to wait. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I made those beats shake because that's one thing I try to like not let any beats get like old. You know what I'm saying? I'll even like re-up a beat and just remix it because I'm always getting like new plugins and shit. Maybe like there's little shit and bring it back. You know what I'm saying? But so NASA, I sent him the beat. He said, this shit is crazy, right? Yeah. He did the first verse, and I was like, yo, thanks. But then he wanted to do more. Like, he had the hook, like, it does a little drop.
Yeah.
And then he added more onto it. And, he didn't even have to. He ain't have to work with me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I know, yo, Vic Spencer's, man. Everybody want a verse from Vic Spencer, man.
That's what I'm saying. But it was the connection of Mr. Nas Williams out on the drive, Shade 45. He hooked it up.
Shout out to everybody that's disconnected to hip hop, and they in it to make quality music and not just make a buck. I mean, let's make the buck second. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some good quality people together. Let's put out that music, and hopefully, we can resonate on the back end and get some money, man. But at the end of the day, we want to live off it. But at the end of the day, man, let's make some quality hip hop.
And like, even if like somebody's like, I got mad other stuff to do, I'll like send money for them to buy like a bottle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like, yo, get yourself a pack, some gas, and a bottle. Or it's like, yo. Because they'll send it back to me. I get it mixed. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or like, yo, I got you on your studio time to do this. You know what I'm saying? With the engineer. Like, if I feel like they ain't trying to do it, you know what I'm saying? Or if it's like, nigga, who are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, look, yo, I got you on a bottle. Get that fucking Casamigos or the Henny or something, and get you like an eighth, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or even if they don't do something like that, like. Even if I'm sending them the money for that, I don't know if they're going to get it or not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, yo, I got to make this shit work because, like, I may not have this ever come back again. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may be out of here, you get a hit, and then your price triples. You know what I'm saying? So I do support that side of things, if anything, if they ain't in the studio or not. You know what I'm saying?
No, 100%. And, I'm going to guess that a lot of this music was emailed back and forth because a lot of y'all in different locations. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, none of this. I mean, the only one I did with somebody is the J-Haze track.
Oh, okay.
Everybody else here, I emailed everything.
Yeah.
I never met these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but there's a connection though, so now, so that's cool.
Yeah, but I met some other people, but as we go down the line, but some of it was just like, yo, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, bet. Or it's through a manager. So, but yeah, Nas Williams hooked me up on that joint. Like,
that's what's up. Shout out to Nas, but Nas Williams.
Exactly.
I know, I'm just joking. But yeah. So number 3, Ghost Biscuit featuring Rome Streetz. The TV soap opera type fire and scandalous track has Rome Streetz seeing red as his bullish lyrics pierce my ears, man. Yo, this is dope, man. Like, it does have that I don't know, I can't remember the soap operas, but you know what I'm saying, back it has something similar to that, you know, General Hospital. I can't even think of the things, but you know, my mom's you know what I'm saying? But
whatever.
Rome Streetz, man, everyone's looking for a verse from him. And let's talk about that track, man. Ghost Biscuit, Rome Streetz.
Well, I don't know. I think he was on tour. That's how I met like half of these niggas in one studio session. Like Rome was like, yo, you got a studio? We in LA. I've known Rome for a long time. Like, I've seen him come from the hottest nigga at South by to like where he is now. Like, this nigga earned that shit. Like,
oh yeah, he grind.
He grinded. Like, he took the stairs, he did his shit. So he just hits me sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, I salute him. And I'm like, yeah, I got a stew, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know the stews out here, like, got an engineer and all that. Like, just hit me. And so him, Conductor, Danielson, Ty Ferris, Rim, were all in the studio. And they were just working, you know, I hooked up the studio for him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he was working with Conductor was there. So I pressed play. I got there early. Conductor was there, and one of Conductor's homies, I was playing Conductor some shit. You know what I'm saying? It was the first time we ever met. But then when Rome got there a little bit later, I played the shit, right? He was like, yo, send me that. Boom, 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 boom. So I just fell back after that because they had I think they were working on his project with Conductor, right?
Yeah.
Some shit. He's like, yo, Brahma, send me that. Like, it's official. Like, you know, I pressed play and it worked. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then they were like shooting some behind the scenes shit or something.
Yeah.
And I had it on loop in the background type shit. You know what I'm saying? Until they started to work. And then the engineer came and they started to work. But it was basically like verbal commitment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't no trade-off type shit, you know? It was just like, you know, I got you, you know, Brahma, you hook this up, regular shit, you know?
Yeah.
So months later, no, actually he went on tour and there was a studio somewhere and he recorded it and sent it back.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how that happened. He just sent it back and he named it Ghost Biscuit. I didn't name it that shit. I think it was like Extendo or something, like an extended clip or something. But he named it that shit, and
okay,
damn, that's like the one that's streaming the best off my album. But big shout to them.
Well,
you know?
probably because he's one of the. I'm gonna say I gotta look again, but I don't want to like I don't want to like disrespect nobody on here, but Rome Streetz is like one of the hardest MCs that's on this project right now. Let me just say like that.
Right.
Not saying he's.
And I knew that was going to drive it.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
What I'm saying?
That's probably the reason. But shout out to Rome Streetz for naming his own song. I like that.
Yeah, he did. I'm not going to take the credit for that.
No, I like that. I like that. And I like the name of the record. So I mean, you know, I don't know what it is. Hopefully, it is. Maybe it is something with a gun. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's a gun. With the serial numbers scratched off.
Oh, oh Lord. Okay, Biscuit Ghost Biscuit. Because he's clever with wordplay, and you know let's just go to the next one. We can talk about Rome Streetz all day, like Phoenix.
Right.
The Phoenix Cafe said Rome Streetz is dope. Phoenix Cafe, what's good, man? Welcome to the THHC podcast. Welcome, man. Ask us questions. You can do whatever, talk trash, whatever, man. Yo, it's an open platform. Number 4 is Balcony Status featuring Monday Night, another MC that I'm not aware of, but I'm aware of now. These instrumentals are superb, prime, and pleasing to the eardrums. Rapper Monday Night stamped the package. Boss talk. That's what he was doing, man. Let's talk about Monday Night, man. Balcony Status. What's up with that track?
It's dope. That was another record that got passed on by someone else because, like, yo, if I send you the shit and you don't finish it, that's why I send everything Dropbox. You know what I'm saying? So if them niggas try to reopen it, it's not there. It's all on the web shit. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I don't think he was ready, but it worked out perfect. I actually sent him like 3 beats. The dude is really with the shits, like with his career, the way he moves around. I studied like how niggas like they move around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And how
You look at their websites or whatever, everything. Yeah, you checking them out.
right, yeah, like how much they're working, how much they're in the studio. But his voice is different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it sounds like him as an artist if you look at the whole package. So yeah, he just killed it. Like he killed it, and the artwork really like matched it. You know what I'm saying? Like I try to see what they going to promote. You know what I'm saying? Like how am I going to make my version of how they would put something out? You know what I'm saying? So I went to some simplistic type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like overlooking. He named it balcony status, right?
Okay.
I love when they do that shit and they just don't name it the name of the beat, right?
But I was gonna say, you usually have a name for the beat and you send it to him, right?
Right. And
do you remember what the name was?
The real name is like, I forget what the name is.
Yeah, that'd be dope. If you remember, so don't worry. Don't stretch your mind.
No, because it's on my instrumental tape coming out. I renamed them everything I named them because they wouldn't let me do.
That's
like,
dope. I like that.
yeah. Because
no, that's gonna be dope. Nobody ever did that. That's dope.
That right? Because Symphonic, I got a distro deal with them. They was like, you can't name it the same thing and just name it instrumental. Because like once it plays on the Shazams, it'll fuck it up. So I named it what I named the core files. It was called Plastic Beach or something Beach, Wavy Beach or some shit.
Yeah.
But he killed it, bro. Like he got it back to me in a second. Like he did footage of him doing the work for documentation. He promoted everything, but it was really with this one why it did so good. It's like my 3rd best song. Is because like I put an anime in there, right? My guy only raps. He picked some type of anime that like fit it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what really went viral is like the song mixed with this anime, right? It's called Redline. And that's what made it go good on Twitter, right? All these anime people was quoting it and all that. Like it's crazy. It's like one of my best tweets I ever had. So that kind of helped it. You know what I'm saying? That was around like March. So it's just a fly track and he spits like that fly shit on it. You know?
That's interesting, man. You know, I'm a fan now of Monday Night, man, and I'm gonna tap in eventually. You know, he's on the list for me to tap into. You know what I'm saying? Just I'm not saying I'm gonna do it tomorrow, but I will tap into him. But you know, you got good ears for good MCs and good rappers, so that's why I just want to commend you on that. Number 5, Blizzard of 22, featuring Guilty Simpson, another guy I'm a fan of, man. Again, the music is first class. It's deluxe, man. With gratifying beats, these artists have easy assignments with their bars. I enjoyed Guilty Simpson's flow, vibe, and wordplay, man. Let's talk about number 5, man. Blizzards of 22.
Oh, Guilty Simpson, like I've been a fan of him forever. Like, come on, bro. Like, I discovered him on some like digging type shit. I like digging to discover shit. You know what I'm saying? Like records, of course, that's never ending. But I found him a while ago. Like, but the producers that he worked with, you know, it just made me feel like if he wants to work with me, I'm on that wave of the J Dilla wave, the Madlib wave, the MF Doom wave. Like he worked with all them niggas. You know what I'm saying? And I even like screenshotted what he said to me when he heard the beat type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ben Frank, okay, but Guilty Simpson. Everybody's telling me that he's nigga, but I already knew. You know, like, I reached out and I was like, hella like, damn, I hope he likes this beat. But I gave him a different type of beat. You know what I'm saying? Like that I know because Madlib's beats are crazy. Like they'll start with a quote, they'll filter out, they'll reverse. And he always finds a way to do that. So I knew I had a couple type Jones that were abstract. You know what I'm saying? And I knew he was the only one that could kill it because he proved it. You know what I'm saying? And him being a part of Stone's Throw, like, come on. Like, Stone's Throw is a legendary label. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to bring some of that, like, I know that side of shit. Like,
Yeah.
I might have Griselda niggas, BSF niggas, but that Stones Throw, Dillish, fucking Mad Lib type shit, I was built off that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I got an OG that I knew he was going to fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? And he just killed it in his own way, like effortless type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, I think he's one of those rappers, MCs. He's seasoned, and I think he's able to do that naturally. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Guilty Simpson, man. That's all I gotta say, man. You know, say just great entertainer, man. Great rapper, great MC, man. Let's go to number 6, Screen Pass featuring ReadyRockDee. Another guy I'm not familiar with, but dope track. The beat is up to snuff, and the quality of the sound is splendid. Rapper ReadyRockDee hit a couple of shots with those screen passes. You know what I'm saying? Good song, man. You know, it's a good song. I like it. Who's ReadyRockDee? Like I'm like, who is this? It's dope.
No, he was. I followed him for a long time. He's from Yonkers, New York. Okay. Yo, he's always on tour, nigga. I was like, yo, and I'm talking like fucking London, Paris, nigga, fucking 10 shows in Sydney, like word. And then he was like, yo, I'm about to perform the track, nigga. Send me the fucking TV track. Thousands of people in the fucking audience. I'm like, nigga, like what? You can see the shit. Sam's like, I'm like, oh shit, like. So this nigga was like, Brahma sent me a beat. He sent me a screenshot of his laptop. Like, yo, that's when I catch people like when they're like, yo, I'm doing features right now. Yeah. That's when you can catch people like when they're grinding, right? Like,
yeah. Then they get it.
Paying them to do shit, but they fuck with you. So it's like, yo, I'm gonna throw a verse on here. But he went crazy on that beat. And everybody loves it, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, ReadyRockDee, he's grinding a lot of albums, real work ethic, but he's working with people from Japan, London, like he's not just USA, he's international. And I really respected his work ethic on going overseas. So I was like, yo, I gotta get a track with this nigga. If he's traveling all over the world type shit, you know.
Yeah, get your name out there.
Yo, right.
And this is
he's doing it.
You're right on track with this, man, because if you listen to, again, I told you I listen to a lot of artists. I talk to a lot of artists, producers, everybody, and they tell me, they say, yo, man, listen, I look at the algorithm, and most of my music's played in like London, France, Japan, or some, in America's not really supporting it like that, like they should. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and I'm not surprised. You know, I'm not surprised when, that this rapper, I don't know this rapper.
He's cracking, like he got producers from over there. He's making albums with them. Like,
yeah,
if they ain't showing me love here, I'm gonna go where the algorithm is kind of saying my shit is working, and he's doing that. I give him a lot of credit for that. And he's nice with it.
Go where the money's at, or at least chase your money, chase your bet. No, seriously, because it's like this artist, like I'm gonna like say like Ed O.G. from Boston. This is gonna bring up Boston from the Bean. But he's been on tour. Y'all think he's chilling? He's broke? No, he's on tour. Like in London, still doing. I gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so. I'm just, he got new music, but I'm just messing around saying like doing something in the 80s or something. But I'm pretty sure he still does those hits. But he got new music. You know what I'm saying? He got music with Master Ace. Like he got stuff that he can play, but it's like. Usually it's internationally sounds, man. That's where you're getting your bucks from, man. But let's go to the next track. Right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Number 7, Miscvhif, featuring Daniel Son and Monday Night. Shout out to Daniel Son. I had him on the show recently. So number 7, Miscvhif. This dirty and grimy track got me in my feelings, man. Car test this track. That's all I gotta say. Shout out to Monday Night. Again, man, dope MC. Feature Daniel Son is someone that is a star in his own right, man. Just another dude that's underground. A lot of people sleep on him. Let's talk about number 7, Miscvhif, featuring Daniel Son and Monday Nights. Collaborate.
Well, that just I made the beat. that it just was one of those ones. It had like a dark, grimy sound, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I already had Monday Night on it because he did a couple tracks for me. And we was just working, bro. Like, was kicking some shit. I thought it was fire. He would get it back to me fast, and I had that open set up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was the same day that I met when Rome Streetz came to the studio. I met like 5 different artists in one shot. You know what I'm saying? Ty Ferris, this Rim nigga. I'm like, I kind of know who these niggas are, but I had to do research. I didn't take none of them for granted. You know what I'm saying? And
you know what's funny? You're just the way you listen. You're announcing these names, and it's funny that you're saying you're just kind of. And I'm glad that you're humble and you're honest. And you're telling me you researched and you didn't really know all of them, right?
Right.
These dudes that you're saying are so incredible, man. I've been following these dudes for years too, and luckily I get to talk about them now and have them on my show. It's amazing. These guys are amazing. So everybody he's talking about, y'all go check out, man.
Honestly, bro. And I seen him on the tour with Rome because, like, I follow Rome. I see his stuff coming up. I'm like, all right, these dudes got to be nice. Like Ty Ferris and all that. Daniel Son, I had heard of him on a project with Rome a while ago. So we were in there a little early, and I was like, we just linked up because he was smoking cigarettes. And I'm like, yo, I quit the cigarettes. Like, I've been done with them. I already did that shit. Why don't you smoke one of these joints? Like, it's better. It's not cigarettes. So he took one, and we were talking, and I built let me get your math, and we'll work. You know what I'm saying? But I let him work.
Hold on, is that weed? What was that you put up?
No, this is like vapor in a little container type shit. Like,
yo, if you get listen, if you get Daniel's son to stop smoking, that's amazing. Because like I follow, like I said, I had him on the show, and then I watched him on another show with Mike Powers. Shout out to Mike Powers. And and he loves smoking, you know what I'm saying? So, but if he can get off smoking, that'd be great. Don't smoke, Daniel's son. That's all I gotta say.
Right. No, but he didn't stop. It didn't work. It didn't work.
He went back to say he loves cigarettes. I ain't got loud though. You can't change.
I loved it when I had them. When I was smoking them, I loved to do it.
No, come on, man. Listen, I tell you, real quick. We'll go to number 9. Speaking of number 9, pain, right? So I smoked cigarettes, beaties, cigars, all at one time. I don't do it no more, but it's like, yo, I was crazy back then. My lungs had to be black as this phone, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
smoke weed and shit and all that. I let it go about 9 years ago. That's another thing when you're in the rooms with people. It's like you don't smoke weed. It's like, nigga, am I the only nigga that don't smoke weed in the world?
You know what's funny? I quit recently, right? Yeah. And I smoke what I want. I don't smoke like that, right?
Right.
So I quit for like 2-3 months recently, right? And all my friends, everybody, family, like, look at me crazy. You be places, they be like, you don't smoke no more? You don't smoke no more? You don't smoke no more? Yo, what happened?
Well, they just pass it to you like, yeah.
Like, calm down. Like, right. It's not the end of the world, dog. Like, calm down. Right. But once in a while I smoke. But I mean, I got control of it. I think it is an addiction. A lot of people don't say it is, but it's an addiction. Let's go to another thing because you guys can get into the weed for a long time too. Number 8 is Pain featuring Guilty Simpson. He's back. And Brian Knockin, another guy, I'm not sure, but I enjoyed his him on the hook. So Guilty Simpson smacked on this hard-hitting track, man. The hood story was painful. I like the hook from Brian Knockin. Song was a strong first half and subpar for the second half, but still winning the game, man. It's one of those games or those songs that's dope, and then all of a sudden it kind of gets a little, it's all right, and then they still win. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to describe it like that. Like you still winning on the track. The track's dope with the MC, but it's like it kind of took me out of the zone a little bit, and then when it came back, and I wanted to slam the ball. Right. Number 8, Pain, featuring Guilty Simpson and Brian Knockin.
Well, that was my boy Brian Knockin. I get hit up like, yo, I didn't know you had this many albums with Brian Knockin, but we did 6 albums.
What? And, he's a singer or a rapper? Like, what is he?
He's a rapper from the Bay Area. And it was kind of like we've been making beats together forever. Like we did 6 albums, bro. Like
Woo.
One during the marches and all that. He went out to the marches, getting the footage, making the tracks about like oppression, real shit. Like we was on some fucking change the world type rapping. Yo, he was really going in. So check out Brian Knockin. We got 5 albums, just us, bro. And but Guilty Simpson had gave me an opening, like on how like fucking he was like, yo, I'm gonna bless you on this track because I was sick on the Blizzard of 22, right? So I'm gonna just give you another verse, nigga. This beat's so crazy, like I got some lyrics to it, and that was just like I was like, oh shit, thank you, bro. Like Guilty Simpson is touring the world. Like I had to catch him when he's like at home, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
So I left it. I put that little quote from Above the Rim soundtrack.
Like
you know, that's from Above the Rim soundtrack, from the Tupac song. But I found it. It's like a Star Trek shit when they're like about to walk into some portal or something. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga was like, they was about to walk in the portal. This it runs deep. Just share it with me. So he convinced them to walk into the portal. It was hard. It was crazy, right? So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna put that shit in there. So he wrote the raps. Then I sent it to B Knockin. He was in the studio working consistently like he does. Like, that nigga consistently works. And I was like, yo, run this shit up. Like, do your thing on this hook. And he did his thing. Like, I remember all his lyrics more than any other song. And he has that presence on the track. I just need it on my album. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can I not have my nigga on the album? You know what I'm saying? Like, be knocking. Like, we've done so much. Like, and I knew he would rip it. And he's from the Bay. Just gave a flair of the Bay Area, West Coast on the CD. I really liked it.
I gotta give him some props. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna do my homework on Brian Knockin. Like I said, anybody that's rocking with you, I'm the type of person at least give him a chance to listen to him. I tap into him. Anybody I respect in the music game, I go. You know, if they associate with him, it's got to be some type of reason, right? So, you know, I trust
because I see the streams like starting to go back to his albums. Like, that's one good thing. People are starting to dig into like my older catalog.
Discography. And this is what's good about it, because now that he's surrounded by other MCs that people respect, like a Guilty Simpson or Rome Streetz, they're gonna go, who's this guy? He's on that same album as these guys?
Right.
You know what I mean? And this is why I like collaboration albums. I like producers working with various artists as well, because it's letting people get more of a broad perspective on just hip hop or rappers, period. And you know what I'm saying? If they respect Rome, they're gonna respect, you know, probably, you know, Sway Slim or something. You know what I'm saying? Three-Way Slim. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or, you know, vice versa, whatever. Jayy-Haze or something. So I like that, man. So I like that you're giving a lot of people a chance to be and connected with some of these other guys, because it's going to give their career a jump.
Right. And I'm thinking about if Pete Rock, like, or like fucking Gangstar and Premier and Guru, rest in peace, he would have to put his homie on the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why would he not? He don't give a fuck what nobody think. Like, that shows like your loyalty to the homie, and it makes people go back to the other shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to show that, like, I rock with my homie, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of how he's working or whatever, boom, that name, just what you said, makes people go back since he's on the list of all these, and maybe it'll help him get more beats, you know what I'm saying, from other artists, or raise up our streams or something. And you only got one life to live, bro. Like, how you
yo,
on the shit? And then, like, you gonna not put your mans on there? You know what I'm saying?
Listen, if you better, man. Salute to the Bay. Ben Frank said, salute to the Bay. Salute to the Bay, man. Yo, man, shout out to Ben. I love Ben. Ben's one of my number one fans. He's been on the show. I finally got to meet him on the show. He came on one of my shows recently, and we chopped it up for the 50th year anniversary show. And he came on live. It was spontaneous. It was dope, though. It was dope. Let's talk about number 9, Walk the Plank. I like this one, featuring Def Soulja and Mosquiat, man. Big fans of both of these MCs recently. I just want to say that off the bat. That Walk the Plank soulful jazz that gives music goosebumps. You know what I'm saying? I get those music goosebumps, man, when I hear stuff like this, man. Def Soulja and ShowOff took advantage of this dope beat and survived the pirate attack. Yeah, man, Walk the Plank. Let's talk about that track.
Well, I had hit up. Well, it was like ShowOff was about to go to jail, and then it was like I had always talked to his manager because I've known ShowOff before. Like he was even like he was a staple in the underground, but I didn't know who he was. But we put on a show at South by in like 2014, right?
Okay.
I met his manager. I didn't know who he was. And then like he was rapping at the end of the show, and I was keeping the sound on, like curating the show like a hip-hop show. Niggas be late, niggas be getting, not robbed, but there's a fight over here. You gotta keep the manager at bay. Like, look, it's gonna, we need a little more time. Like
the sound checks or something, all types of stuff.
Like all that shit happens at one show, a hip hop show that you don't see. So he was the last one to go on because he was the hottest nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we were holding it so he could perform. Like we were telling the white dude running it, like, yo, chill, like, just let us get 10 more minutes. And the guy was like, had the cables, like he was gonna pull the sound out on shit. I'm holding the dude, but this ShowOff is rapping. And he starts like sunning the dude, like rapping in this dude's ear. So I was like, yo, that shit is so gangster, nigga. So let's take it all the way like 8 years later, right? Yeah. I'm still following him. He may remember that story. I hate to bring up like kind of old shit, but I was telling his manager, like, yo, you got to get with this dude on Streetz, years ago. But he was about to go to jail, unfortunately. And I had tapped in. I had put him on mixtapes. I put him on my show when I was on Dash Radio. Like, just support, continued support. And he was like, yo, I'm doing features right now. Tap in. Like, I'm going to sit down for a second. You know what I'm saying? I was like, bet. Like, this is my chance. You know what I'm saying? To try to get something, line up our history. Because, when you promote somebody, right, and it goes to their DMs, all that shit stays in there. So he was seeing all the shows I was putting them on. I know he respected it. You know what I'm saying? Even though he didn't say thank you. He might have said thank you a couple times. But still, like, a lot of people are promoting him. So all that history was there when I asked. You know what I'm saying? And it was like player fucking price. Like $75 or something like it. It was something that, like, no one could ever get that feature for that price.
Yeah. He was like, oh, thanks. Yeah, what the? He was like, all right.
I had to pay like
a money to him.
Right, yeah, like, I did. I had that back. Instead of, like, paying for the bottle and shit, like, I think he needed it for something outside or whatever it was. So the engineer, this guy named Knox, kind of made it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, he went away. He did all the verses that night, and he put a track out. So I got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even have the beat ready or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I continuously work. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like this one, I had that one in the stash. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I sent it over. He was like, yo, he likes it because he would have just taken my money if he didn't like it. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, like, of course.
Yo, I'll get back to you. You know what I'm saying? Nigga shit. That comes with it maybe. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, yo, it's confirmed. He likes it, the beat. He snapped on it. He actually gave me more than a 16. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he killed it on there, man.
So then I got that. It took a second to get back, but it was cool because they were dealing with some stuff. Then I was like, yo, you know who fits right on this? Is fucking Def Soulja. You know what I'm saying? So I reached out to him. And he killed it. He does it. He just kills everything.
Yeah, you got a good ear for what? You got a good ear for putting certain MCs to your beats.
Right. And thank you, bro. And it was a New York thing. Like, I'm not from there, but I listened to all, and I knew that would work pretty good, right? Yeah. But there was like a lot of middle space open, and I didn't have a hook, so I hit tone split. Boom. He did his shit on it, and it was a classic.
Shout out to Tone Split. Shout out to Tone Split.
Shout out, bro.
Dope. Y'all go check out Tone Spliff. Check out his albums. He got a great catalog too.
Great catalog. Yep.
Let's go to number 10, man. No Jumper featuring J-Haze. Now, I say, man, this dude.
What you said on this one?
I try not to take bars from people because I just want people the bars to shine. But something stood out, man. I had to say something. It's a little clip. I go, ladies love Cool J, he says, and he says, blazing the cannabis. Like if people don't get that line, ladies love Cool J. Of course, the people, that was ladies love Cool J. Licking the lips, all that stuff.
Right.
J. And then it's like blazing the cannabis. LL blazing cannabis after J. So I'm like, come on.
Yeah. I actually didn't know what that was until you said it right now.
No, I got more to it, but so basically I said I had to start off with that quote, man, for no reason. This Halloween light track is tough as J-Haze takes his craft. It's just as tough. This is serious. This is a serious. I love this track too, man. So let's talk about J-Haze, man. No Jumper, number 10.
Well, my boy J-Haze from Pittsburgh. We're both from PA. We did the Mainline album. You know what I'm saying? And that was like within a week of us knowing each other. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Like I used to fucking get the studio every week, right? That's a crazy bar, Ben Frank.
It's a crazy bar, but you got to get it. You got to kind of know the culture,
Right. Blaze it, and he killed him. Did he win that battle? He blazed. He killed.
Well, I'm gonna say, listen. If you really want to talk about that real quick, just to go off, just to give you a little history. LL took his first verse off and redid his verse because of Cannabis. Cannabis' verse was better than everybody's on the track.
5, 4, 3,
2, 1. I think it was another track. And then all of a sudden, LL did it. He redid his verse.
Oh.
So and then he thought Cannabis was dissing him because he was talking about the mic on his arm. Because LL got a microphone on his arm. So that's a long story, but y'all got to know all this.
I ripped the mic off your arm and shit.
Yeah. But that
was crazy. I didn't even know that. You really, I didn't put all that together. That's a double entendre.
Double entendre. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Ben says yes.
But
Cannabis, but
that's crazy. But my boy got those type of bars. Like if you listen to his music, he'll say some shit. On the whole main line, he said some shit.
Oh, this is why I like.
He always got them.
This is why I like Ben. Right. This is why I like people in the chat because like we're talking about Cannabis, right? So I don't know if you know the Four Horsemen. They got a group. It's like it's Cannabis. It's Killer Priest. It's name the other two, man. I'm blanking out because I'm trying. I got all these other notes. I'm not thinking about them. But the Four Horsemen is.
I've heard of that before.
Yeah, it's four dope rap. I just can't. I'm just drawing a blank. But like it's Cannabis. It's like hey Ben Frank, hit me with the 4 people because my mind's elsewhere. But he's down with this crew. Go listen to that album. They got I think 2 albums with all 4 of them.
Children of the Corn. Is that it?
Is it Children
or
of the Corn?
Or am I mixing that shit up?
Raskaz is on it. It's Raskaz, Cannabis, Killer Priest. And not Daz, Corrupt.
Wow. Okay.
Yep, that's the 4 Horsemen. They got 2 albums together.
Right. Damn.
Yo, but anyway, I'm getting off the side. That's why I say like I do like people to check. Like remember, I love talking hip hop, but let's get back to this album before we say what we're
we almost there. Like basically, it's a single I put out. We did the video because he lives out here, but his raps are always like that. Like it's kind of like he'll say, "I'm this like that." You know what I'm saying? And really bring in like common themes and Mace. Oh, Children of the Corn is Mace, Big L, and Cam.
Yeah, that's back in the day. That's why I said no. I was like, nah, that's somebody. I was trying to remember who it was, but right now my mind's not on all that stuff. So like I'm like trying to. but yeah, I like people in the chat that can school me or Google real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
These are my fact checkers. You know what I'm saying? Because like
I even said 41st Side. That's totally different.
Children. Yeah, don't worry about it, man. You gotta mix it up, man. Because there's a lot of groups that got put together that a lot of people probably don't know about. Like I told you when we used to bring up the 4 Horsemen, I was like, oh shoot. A lot of people don't know about all 4 of them getting together doing 2 albums. This is dope. I reviewed the last album that came out, I think in 2022 or 21. It was recently. Yeah.
Right.
So let's get to number 11, man. This one, this joint right here, man. J Grams. I was like, that's the first dude I was like, I gotta go check him out. Chrome BBS featuring J Grams. J Grams was so Jimi Hendrix on this incredible music arrangement. This rap rock artist flow, his breath control, and just his artistry and the way he was rapping. He was like, I don't even need a hook. He was just like, this dude was like, he killed your track. Like him and that track was fighting. It was like a Tyson friggin' Foreman fight or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this track really got me, man. So let's talk about number 11, Chrome BBS, man. J Grams. I'm a fan.
Well, it was one of those, like, I sent it to him and he just like, I'm gonna do some shit on here, but he did the whole track beyond. Like, if that shit was 9 minutes, he would have rapped the whole 9 minutes. Yeah. Like, I needed like a machine gun type rapper. Just one of them just press play on that shit and I'm gonna go crazy. And I think that I needed that one on there. And it just so happened he did that shit. And we met like a week before that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was one of the later tracks that I got. And he's got some other tracks that in the vault that he's done for me. But the dude's, he's from Baltimore. He's really running around. He's young. He got an album with Smoke DZA, Cooking Soul. He's out here.
That's where I heard his name before. You know what's funny? I was like, J Grams. I know this dude, but I couldn't relate. I couldn't relate it to Smoke DZA. He got the album with Smoke DZA. Yep. And I think it's Smoke DZA, J Grams, and somebody else.
Yeah, but they did an album together. He's on cinematic music.
Yeah.
So what's that? Johnny Shipes, right?
I can't quote right now, but yeah, it could be. But yeah, I don't want to mess it all up. But
he's dope. He's
y'all tell us in the comments. J Grams is dope. I was like, why I know this dude? But I was like, I'm thinking it's a new artist for me. But I was like, his name sounds too familiar. But you know, that's where it was from. I heard this dude before. I listen to so much rap. And so many rappers. It's crazy. Sometimes I forget. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not perfect, y'all. J Grams, apologize. What up? But anyway, number 12. It's called You, featuring Sy Mosquiat. Mosquiat. That's what I was thinking too. Right. Sy Mosquiat.
Right.
All right. Okay. Cool. Track has a 90-ish R&B feel that's smooth, soft, and silky. Sy was yin to the track's yang. It was interconnected forces, meaning like I was saying earlier in another track, like say your beat is hardcore, and then he might be rap soft, or your beat might be soft, and then he raps the hard. So it's like it really was the yin to the yang of a track. You know what I'm saying? It was like a good track. So let's talk about number 12, You.
Oh yeah, I gotta give a shout to DJ Young Legend, out of Philly, kind of A&R manager, staple of Philly kind of industry guys, but street guys that manages Sy Mosquiat. So he got a show on the internet called Breakfast Bars, right? Elliot Wilson comments on his shit. Like, he been in the game for a second, and he laced me with my radio show to be on Dash Radio. Like, he's a plug, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, you manage this dude? Listen to his music, fire. He got an ESTG feature. I like the sound of all the artists' music, and he's from Philly. And it was more like I wanted to rock with DJ Young Legend on this shit. Like, my nigga, who you got? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a track from your artist. You tell me who to work with type shit. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted some Philly slang in my shit because I miss my city. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta hold on to my roots. You know what I'm saying? That's why the cover is a Philadelphia Phillies type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm holding on to my shit.
The Philly Bell. You got the hat on too. You represent. Don't let me put my Boston. Don't let me put my Boston hat on.
Exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta hold on. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted him to let me know what I should do, kind of shit. So I sent him the beat. I made the beat during COVID. It was an older beat, and I sampled like House Party with that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Pajama Jam. There was a little, the pajama jam.
Pajama jam. Yeah.
So I went to,
yeah, this dude.
I went to that soundtrack and I picked the joint. Like, this is kind of exposing where I got it, but niggas can't kill my beat. You know what I'm saying? But I got that and I sent to him. He's like, yo, that shit is fire. It's off the chain. So he sent it to him. We got it done. He recorded it on live. I still got the videos from that.
Damn.
We pieced it together. Like, it was like he recorded it with the AC unit in the window. He ain't turned that shit off. Dolo, no engineer. Killed it. Like, really respected him on getting it back to me, getting it done, and all that. So got that done. But then it's more like a radio type record. So I took it to DigiWax.
Yeah, it is.
I tried to heat up the summer with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And this is still my #1 streaming record. Like,
it is
4 or 5 months. Like this one right here.
Oh snap!
You know, this is really good. So we got that done. It's a heater. Everyone said this is the one. But you know, when to go to radio, it costs like 50 bands.
What?
Like for the radio niggas was telling me this shit is the one, right? They was ready to have a party about it, all that shit. It just costs a lot of money to get it to the fucking radio. They had sent it to Cosmic Kev. Niggas was trying to get this shit on the radio. But I would probably have to, you know how radio go, to get on the radio.
Yeah, I didn't know you had to pay 50 bands to put a single on.
I'm rounding up, but still, like, make that shit go.
You know what I mean? I didn't know you had to pay to get on the radio. I know you had to know people and maybe like say you knew Cosmic Kev or something, right? Y'all
right.
Cool or something.
Right.
He can push it. He'll push it. You know what I'm saying? And get it to whatever, right? But like, and maybe you won't have to pay. I would think. I'm not sure. I would
probably get one spin out of that, but
you're not getting a constant replay. Unless somebody requested, right? I'm getting
right.
I would think. Right. I don't know, man. Radio. I don't listen to radio, so I don't know.
It's like on Friday night where people are listening all crazy, like, oh shit, like low key that shit costs bread to get on that motherfucker, like to get it going. But I feel like we did great with the whole thing. I cut up the fucking New Jack City with it. Mm-hmm. They cut up New Jack City and like basketball movie. Yep. It really fit. I think as we took it as far as we could, and I think it's in history with his audience was fucking with it, and they still fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? And he's tapped into a lot of women fan base. Like 80% of his shit is women. So I was like, yo, let me give him something.
Yo, that's good.
Baby making shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he snapped on it. So I'm really proud of that track right there.
No, it's a great track, and I like I said, I really appreciate it. And it was different from like, you know what I'm saying, like you said, it kind of stood out, like saying like it's not saying like it stood out like it's the best one, but because I if I had to vote, you know, I don't even like to talk about it, but the what stands out for me is the Jay Grams. I just really, I mean, and most of the song, but the Jay Grams is like I think I played it more. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. Right. But let's go to 13. Welcome featuring J-Haze and ShowOff Stoner. Now the muffled head nodding track is smooth, light, and soulful. Rappers J-Haze and ShowOff Stoner putting some work, man. Loving the young energy, and it gets me hyped, man. This song gets me hyped. Let's talk about 13. Welcome, featuring J-Haze and ShowOff Stoner.
Well, ShowOff gang is like J-Haze's crew, you know, that we just met a year ago.
Okay.
He was like, yo, you ShowOff gang, you my nigga. Like, he's from Pittsburgh, PA. I'm from Philadelphia. You know, so it works. It's some PA shit. So I was like, we was in the stew. I pulled up the beat. He was like, ooh, you know, it was one of those studio nights where we was drinking fucking 3 a.m. Stoner's there. He's the homie. And we just went crazy on the track. And, you know, they did their thing. ShowOff gang. We done mixtapes. They got a whole crew. They got A&Rs. They work with other artists. They got a group chat that they all work together on. Shout out to Bird on the beat. Like, they really brought me in like family to their crew. You know what I'm saying? And it had to be that way. Like, full loyalty. You know, whenever I'm doing something, they support it. We've done mixtapes together. He got me on live mixtapes. Like,
okay,
in the plugs, you know what I'm saying? And ShowOff Stoner, he's done tracks with Conway and shit. Like, this nigga's not playing, you know what I'm saying? So I just said, yo, let's run it. It was kind of organic, and everybody got their own sound. You know what J-Haze going to talk some shit. Stoner got his style, and I think it just came together as the crew kind of ShowOff gang track on the album, you know?
Nah, 100%, man. I did like this one too, man. Let's go to the last track. Like, subscribe, ring notification bell. Comment below, y'all. Let's go, man. Get into BhramaBull. Start playing, man. Number 14, New Jersey Drive, featuring KnowItAll, man. A soothing, serene, and sleek track that has my ears on fire, man. And KnowItAll doesn't disappoint with his clever and witty raps, man. KnowItAll, he's part of the circle on Twitter. I'm not on Twitter anymore, but long story. But anyway,
no, he's killing Twitter.
I met him on Twitter, and he's killing Twitter. Like that's how he's getting a lot of his fans. He's doing a great job. He's a great rapper, great guy. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to meet him. But let's talk about 14 New Jersey Drive, KnowItAll, man. My boy KnowItAll.
Well, I put that one last to kind of like sum up the whole album. Not that I listed everything from hot to not. No way. You know what I'm saying?
No way. This is one of the joints I stamped 5 mics.
Right. Like
that track.
KnowItAll. Like if you were asleep, you gotta wake up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's relentless, bro, with his grind, bro. Relentless.
Yo, he do be grinding, man. I like KnowItAll. He's cool.
You know, and he's did some crazy shit. Like, it was
he got his mind. Where does he get these bars from? You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I just I'm so glad I worked with him. Like, I sent him I sent him that beat and that's it. And he killed it. And his Twitter following is so good. I got a lot of feedback from his promotion. Like, he'll go live, he'll go to spaces. And he's got a show that he does. I respect his hustle and his consistent and all that. And he gonna be there.
Day. KnowItAll's one of those dudes. Like I tell people, you can see, like you said, you see his grind, and I'm like, yo, that dude right there, out of the people, Patty Honcho too. But and like all the people he hang out with, he got a lot of people he hang out with. That's getting famous as well, JR and all them stuff. But it's like you could tell who's hustling, who's gonna be the dopest, who's gonna like not stop, who's gonna grind. And KnowItAll is one of them. He's one of the leaders, man, of that impact of that crew, or whoever you want to call them, whatever I don't even know if they got a name yet. I kept telling them y'all need a group name, but I don't know if they ever listened to me. But anyway, they're young, man. You know what I'm saying? So they got time. They got time to blow up. Like you said, he might be one of them ones that we knew from. I talked to him on Twitter. Now he's like, doing billions of streams or something, on stage with Jay-Z or something. You know what I'm saying? Something crazy.
Right.
Let's talk about I guess the first question. I don't know if I asked you this before on the last time I connected with you, but 2023 Gryndfest Music Group. That's your label.
It's my label.
Okay.
So it's just a collective. I mean, I used to have the Gryndfest shows. I used to put on South by A3C. I didn't really do tours. I did a couple tours, but it was just for the artist type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I kept that. And Gryndfest, I've been keeping that through my mixtape series and all that, BhramaBull. So I just let it on through. The algorithm and the hashtag was just, it went back to 06, 07. So that's my music group. I don't have anybody signed. You know what I'm saying? But if they're going to feed anything, they're going to feed a music group. Like, say, Jay-Z wants to bring in this group. So I got my crew that I would bring in, engineers, artists, because I'm the producer. So, if they like, yo, I need this artist, and this artist, Monday Night J-Haze and Chris Crack, I can find a way to do a project with them because I got the plug if they want to send me like 20 bands. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't mind.
100%.
I just want to be set up just in case and build value to one entity and then like, yo, we give you 20 bands, do a Evolution 5. Bet. I'm there. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, just in case, like Jaheim, dog. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have just be ready. Just be ready. I got some questions for you, man, King.
Okay.
Speak about your producer tag, man. You know, just talk about that because I do love it. You know, a lot of producers have tags that you know that you like more than others, but I love your producer tag. It's from I guess it's from a boxing movie. Is it a Philly boxing movie?
No, it's a blaxploitation movie called Penitentiary.
I gotta check it out. I might have seen it, but I can't remember. I've seen so many black exploitation movies.
And they lock up niggas and make them fight in a boxing match, like against each other, and they gamble on the shit. And the dude, he's always like the main guy is always fighting for his life. You know what I'm saying? Like against the main strongest dude, cheating in the ring, put some fucking bricks in his gloves.
Oh,
Ass be in the jail, but then he comes back. You know what I'm saying? So I like the underdog story, and the announcer is there. It's not blaxploitation. It's just like when black people could only make those movies. They didn't have no funding.
Yeah,
and they to make shit for themselves.
That's what they call them, but you know that's the era, or whatever. But
that's the era, right?
They were dope, man. Good movies, man. Quality movies, man. That a lot of people started biting off. I ain't gonna say who, but anyway.
Right.
Now, do you still dig in the crates? Because I see a lot of records behind you.
You know what? I do, but I do it in a different way because it's like a volume space thing going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to buy higher price records now. You know what I'm saying? Too Sweet. Ben Frank knows. There it is.
I told you, Ben Frank is
history, bro.
Ben Frank is the dude. I told you. I told you about Ben Frank, man.
That's the nigga right there. But yeah, I used to do dollar records and find the ones, and I used to do all that. You know what I'm saying? But now I don't have no freaking space. You know, I can build up on that shelf, maybe one more, but all mine are alphabetical. There's ones that I have listened to, haven't listened to. Mm-hmm. But now I know why like Premiere and all them pay $100 for a record, because like it's fire. You know what I'm saying? Like once you understand like the free jazz, you can find your little chance or whatever. But that Cortex record, it's $150 because like everybody don't have that loop. And that loop is like so infectious, like everybody gonna like it.
Everybody gonna want that. Everybody gonna want that loop. Yeah, so no, 100%.
Right.
100%.
I learned that you may find one in the dollar bin, but it's already been used a billion times. You know what I'm saying?
I always like to drop that question because especially if I see records in the background, I want to know if you still
I still dig.
So that's no, I like that because I'm a collector. I just like to I listen to music. So
I see the tapes back there.
You see the tape. Yeah. The records underneath. Saying in the folded, neatly in crates and stuff. But I got the tapes up to show you. Man, I've been doing this.
Right. And that's the holder. You can't even find the tape holder no more.
You can't find this tape holder. Yeah, the wood.
It's official. Yeah.
You was talking about Freeway Slim liking drumless tracks. How do you feel about drumless tracks?
I just think like I'm kind of caught in the middle, but it's just all creative. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like the productivity has to be higher, or niggas don't know how to EQ drums. One or the other. I'm not going to be a full hater on it because I'm not a hater. Anything that progresses anything further. And Rock Marciano is kind of like the guy that made drumless. He's been doing drumless beats forever, like cutting up the samples, just putting them in and that way. But it's turning into that's the new hip hop way, is drumless beats. And anything that progresses the culture forward, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? And I think like it elevates it makes the rapper more spoken word, But I just seen a show on Instagram. The shit is boring, bro. I'm sorry, bro. It's like hear the bitches music, bro. I'm sorry. The artist has to do his shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the artist is killing this shit, you know, yo, put your hands up, nigga. Or if it's like astrological, logical, systemological, sociological.
Yo, speaking of, everybody do that when they try to do the. It's funny that imitation. Do you rap? Have you ever rapped?
I fucking rap.
No, because you know, like producers, like they usually like they can like do the beat and say, "Oh, that's 16 right there," and they, you know what I'm saying? They kind of know.
Yeah, I got better at counting the bars. Like,
there you go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, you have to kind of know how the progression goes. Sometimes, like, you know, he gonna rap on this. I don't have no drums, but halfway through, bridge it into like the hi-hat, then into the hook. You got to know a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? Progression. I wasn't really good at that in the beginning. Like, you know, I like progression, but some people don't even do the progression. It's just a loop from a record that they made on a fucking, you know. I'm not hating on the fucking drumless.
No, I know you're not. No, don't. I mean, hopefully nobody gets that idea. It's just I get, because a lot of people. I know a lot of people say, you know, it might be the lazy way to go about it, but not everybody can actually produce a record of that caliber and make it sound good though. At the same time,
right? And sometimes the drumless beats, you find that part of the record and you put it together so crazy, it's undeniable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand that. I just come from like a premier kind of J Dilla kind of.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with that. Larry June does it. He's saying Rock Marcy, Earl Sweatshirt. Yeah, these are a couple of artists that perfected it, and they can do
it. And they built it, perfected it. And there's nothing against that, because and I said this before on another interview, like, it challenges me, because Three-Way Slim, he always does drumless beats, right? So or I'll make something kind of like it that's mine a little bit with some bass. I want to evolve in the whole shit. So if he only gonna pick fucking no drum beats, I'm gonna make something like it, but I'm gonna put something that makes it mine a little bit on there. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna kind of put not just your tag on it, but you're gonna do something else. People go, that's BhramaBull, I think.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
And it's a cool challenge. You know, I made some freaking like subwoofer 808 type beats and shit. I like the challenge with working with different artists. So it progresses. Everything progresses. You know what I'm saying? And if that's the wave, I'm with it, and I'll work with it. I could do anything. I'll try to do anything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not hating. Marciano is like the GOAT of boom bap, like literally the GOAT. So he sets the trends, nigga. I just got here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna follow the trends that just keep everything going. You know what I'm saying? And I could do it. You know.
Yo, listen. While your most of your catalog streams on the bottom, I got a game. This is gonna be the last thing, and then we're gonna close it out. I got a game for you, man, called, you know, I don't really got a name for it yet, but it's the producer game. You know, like every time a different producer come out, it's the BhramaBull game. You know, I'm gonna just name it after you, right? Right. So it's basically verses. It's kind of like a I won't say drink chance, but it's similar to like this or that. So some of the questions are gonna be like, who would you work with? This person or this person? And you only could pick one.
Okay.
You know, you could work with both of them in the future. I'm just joking. It's a game.
Right. It's just a game.
And some of the verses are not just the people. It's other stuff, like shows or something weird, right? So let's start it off. I got the first one is when you even now probably when you were a kid. Crate ball versus hide and go seek.
Crate ball is like the crate is the basketball.
The crate, you open up the crate and you playing basketball in the crate.
I used to play that shit.
You never played crate ball?
No, I used to. I used to play it.
So which one? Crate ball versus hide and go seek. I know. Did you play hide and go seek too? Or
yeah, I did. Crate ball is fire because there's no backboard usually, right?
Usually it might be on a pole or something. Yeah, be on a pole.
Tied with a rope. That's how mine was. I used to love it for some reason.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Hide and go seek. They called that manhunt after a while.
Yeah, because
right?
the dudes.
Manhunt.
I gotta get into it.
Play with girls, right?
This stuff, messing with girls, messing with guys. I gotta get into it, but let's go. This is a movie one. The 40-Year-Old Virgin versus Superbad.
40-Year-Old Virgin. I would have to go with that. With the click clack. Kevin Hart, bro. He's from Philly. You know, you didn't took it there, and the theme. Superbad was like, yo, you about to go into college type shit. Yeah, I get that, but 40-Year-Old Virgin would just had so many moving parts and little parts that are classic. Micro content type shit.
40-Year-Old Virgin, yeah, I'm glad you picked that. That's one of my favorite movies, man. I love that movie, man.
For sure.
Steve Carell, man. Oh my God, one of my best favorite actors too. All right, here's another movie one. Ted, you know the teddy bear Ted. Ted.
Right.
Versus the other guys. This is two Mark Wahlberg movies. Wahlberg, whatever. Ted versus the other guys. Which one? The teddy bear versus
classic though. Come on.
I think they both was classic. You think Ted was better than the other guys? No, you can say whatever.
I think Ted just like nobody's seen a cartoon going crazy like that. Kind of since like Fritz the Cat and type shit. You know what I'm saying? There was another cartoon in there, but Ted smoked weed and shit. He had bitches. Yeah.
Like, you said Felix the Cat. Wow, you brought it
back. No,
I
said not Felix the Cat.
Well, something else.
Fritz the Cat.
Fritz the Cat, yeah.
That's the X-rated fucking.
There was a black cartoon. Ben, if you're listening, Frank, if you remember this, it was a black cartoon. It was like gangster. They had big lips. It was all like really stereotypical.
Coonskin.
Coonskin.
Yeah. Well, I pull from those movies. Like, I'm kind of a fan of like, I pulled some quotes from all my instrumental tapes. You can hear some of those quotes in there. Oh, Alchemist pulls off that movie. He's got some quotes from there. It's movie digging. I even dig on the movie. Movies too.
That's a
little hidden banger. That's like kind of a cult kind of thing going on right there.
Yeah. So Ben, Frank, I agree with you with Ted. I'm gonna go to other guys. I don't know. I watch it. So it's if you really watch the other guys, man, it's freaking just like I don't know about it, man. It's hilarious from front to back. I can watch that and quote that movie. I don't know. It's crazy to me, man. But I do like Ted. I was just watching it, and I was like, I'm gonna ask this question to somebody. You know, we're gonna figure this out, man. I'm gonna mess around. Yep, Coonskin. So, all right, I got now. The next one is gonna be the artist. So, like, you know, just pick an art. I'm gonna say blah 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 blah, and you gotta say who's whatever, right? And you can why or whatever. It doesn't matter. But you know, let's go on this one. All right, so it's fun, man. So. All right, Fabulous versus Jadakiss. You only can do an album. They both say, yo, you could do an album. Well, only one of these dudes. That's it. Fabulous or Jadakiss.
Yo, Fabulous had that Soul tape and the Summertime Shootout, bro. Those I honestly ran them shits up though, bro. But Jadakiss, it's like once you work with him, like he's gonna give you. It's either do you want to be in the streets of New York so tough, or do you want to be like get all the bitches and some of the streets? You know what I'm saying?
That's how you describe him too. Yeah, exactly.
Right. But I would have to pick Jadakiss because I would choose that side, like Locks, fucking Super Mario, The Phantom Menace, Styles P, like. I was kind of raised on all those type of mixtapes. I was born in the mixtape era, so I gotta go with that. If I know I go with Fabulous, my shit's gonna sound so crazy. It's gonna go worldwide, but I'd rather be solidified in the streets than trying to get the bitches. Unfortunately.
Well, because you can always get to the the chicks later.
And I can make a track with Fabulous with a girl on the hook or something. Yeah. I did go on the hook. Nigga,
oh, come on, man.
I wouldn't have her just on the hook. She would.
Oh no, you gotta Rod Dick would have to rap, man.
A whole track. So
I just saw her in concert. Her and
I saw that.
Oh man.
Right.
They tore
She snapped, didn't she?
Yo, snap, dog, snap.
Right.
He's green you with Jada. The next one is Rick Ross versus Young Jeezy.
Oh man, these are tough.
Come on, man. I'm me, man.
Oh man, yo, you know what? I gotta go with Jeezy, bro. I have to, bro. Like Rick Ross picks great beats, like
he does.
He had those Justice League and all that, but Jeezy has the wave. Like, I don't know. I just feel like his authenticity, he's been 100 all the way through. Now, nothing against Rick Ross. That whole thing is probably why I'm going over here. You know just to be what he's a great entrepreneur and all that. But Young Jeezy had them wearing the snowman shirts. He picks great beats. Mm-hmm. The Shorty Low thing, rest in peace.
Yep,
it's Jeezy all day. I'm sorry.
No, but that was a good one. All right, we got Beyonce versus Rihanna.
Oh. I just think what pushes Rihanna over is the Caribbean feel of everything. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I feel like that's more of Beyonce got the shit, the glamour shit all day.
yeah.
Take her ass off. But Rihanna's gonna put a little spin on it that makes it like, you know what I'm saying? Shiny.
A little seasoning, more seasoning on it, little seasoning.
Yeah. Like she's gonna take that Caribbean and take it like control work. Like she gonna make my shit go stupid.
And plus, she hasn't put out an album in a while. You know, everybody's going to that. If that was your album,
everyone's waiting, but you know that's gonna go crazy with A$AP Rocky kind of helping to sprinkle some shit on there.
That's gonna go crazy, man.
Right.
Yo, the next one's Scarface versus Andre 3000.
Oh man. Oh man. That's a tough one. Oof. Andre 3000 is noted as one of the greatest of all time. The grit of Scarface and his catalog. Oh man, I gotta go Andre 3000. I gotta go with him. Just because I know that he's been hidden for a while, and when that shit hits, you know what I'm saying? Like he's playing the flute at a gas station.
Yo, he was in Japan or somewhere.
The luster
playing in the corner, playing the bag. Just chilling. I'm like, who is this dude?
Right. But Scarface is on the internet and shit, kind of promoting stuff. That shit wouldn't hit.
Yeah.
Because this nigga's been hidden forever. So when we drop that shit, oh shit, almost like a J Electronica type shit. Like,
oh man, that's another ghost in hip hop that comes out once in a while, right?
Right. That's the only reason.
Yo, he said Scarface got 30 albums. I didn't know they had that many.
Damn, that's work.
Man, I didn't know he had that many. Frank, yo, thanks for the information, man. Fact checking news, baby. This is the next one. Is now this is gonna be a producer one.
Right.
So you're gonna work close with both of these producers and probably do a producer album or something.
Right.
Dr. Dre versus DJ Quick.
Now, see, because I know Dr. Dre puts things together the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, he'll hit a couple drums, but everything is put together perfectly. Now, DJ Quick, he's the beat machine. He does everything the best. Now, Dr. Dre will bring in like a string orchestra and all that shit, like real Quincy Jones type shit. But DJ Quick will play everything, have 20 keyboards.
Yep.
Oh, man. I gotta go with Dr. Dre, bro.
All right, that's dope.
Dr. Dre.
What he said because Frank's playing the game. He said quick. He said quick, man. That's what's up. He said I'm paraphrasing, but quick. I guess he said quick.
Yeah.
I like Quick. I like, you know, just as a producer, I like Quick better because, like you said, he does more of everything. Like he's more of the producer than a Dre. Dre would get help, have 5 other producers with him.
Right.
Or, like you said, an orchestra or something in the room, right?
Yeah.
All right, I got another one. 3 more. Killer Priest versus Planet Asia.
I gotta go with Planet Asia. I met him. I met PA.
Oh,
and he came to the studio on that same session with.
Oh, damn! Everybody's in the dance
room. I couldn't believe it. Like everybody was there. Like it was some shit. It was after the show, and I met him there, and he was just like dropping gems. Like our people, you know what I'm saying? Like you could make him. He didn't even know who I met him a couple times, but he was just dropping gems. And meeting him is a whole thing. I never met Killer Priest, but that's why they're both incredible. Legacy's crazy, but I just met that. You know what I'm saying? And he just freaking laid out the game on how like the labels are doing shit, and he just was just giving knowledge. And I like it was all genuine shit when I met him, and it was crazy. So,
well, shout out to both of them, Killer Priest. The reason I put them together, they rap a lot. They got a lot of albums.
A lot.
Ben, I don't know, Ben, if you're still in the chat, let me know how many albums does Planet Asia have, and let me know how many albums Killer Priest has, because they probably got more than 30. I know they got more than 30, both of them.
Because they just dropped. He just dropped some shit.
Killer Priest dropped like every week or something. Like that dude crazy. and then Planet Asia got next week. He got something with Apollo Brown called Sardines. They already been dropping singles. Damn, Planet Asia and Apollo Brown. They dropped 3 singles already off it.
Yo, they were born to do this shit, bro. And it's been like 13 joints. They've been making music, like 5 albums a freaking year. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy.
Yo,
yeah.
Like he said it. Priest has endless albums. He probably Google probably broke when he looked it up.
Or just kept scrolling and scrolling.
Okay. All right, this the second to last verses is Drake versus Kanye West.
Kanye West.
Okay, I was like trying to.
That's no
mainstream,
issue,
but kind of hip hop. I was trying to mix it up. They kind of sing, they kind of rap. So I was trying to.
Yeah.
They both hot. Yeah, that was an easy one for me. Yeah, I was gonna say Kanye.
Right. I mean, there's nothing against Drake. He's a pop star, but he did his little underground run. He had some tracks with Lil Brother, Ninth Wonder, and shit, but not like the homie fucking Kanye West. Like, come on.
Yeah, Kanye West is
underground shit was impeccable. And I know people that worked with him, and he was really in there, like the bedroom and his mom's house, like going crazy, comparatively to a lot of people these days, and just like kind of shifted and moved, and didn't hold back anything, rapped and just clothing.
Drake. Shout out to both of them, Drake. Shout out to
shout out to both.
Shout out to Kanye West, man, and it seems like he's doing better. Like the last picture I saw, he was getting head in the boat.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, he's getting head in the boat, so I think he's doing all right. And the girl looked just like Kim Kardashian.
And they caught her like, huh? Like
I had to do a double take. I'm like, that's Kim giving head? What's going on?
I know.
But Yeezy is a genius. He's getting head in the boat. Yeah, somebody already did an album cover. Somebody did the album cover and blacked out the eyes, but you know what?
Somebody already did it? Okay. That's crazy.
I'm like, Lord. I think it's a dude named Raul Duke. He's on shout out to Raul Duke. He's on Instagram. And he be just doing album cover. I think he sells album covers. So he'll get a picture and try to like
that's dope.
Tag it, get it, do it first, you know what I'm saying? But
right.
All right, the last one. This is gonna be a fantasy one.
Okay.
Because both of these brothers are passed away. Michael Jackson versus Prince.
Yo, and that's almost the same. I can't. If Michael Jackson asked me to do a track, and Prince asked me at the same time, you gotta go Mike Jack. Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm sorry, bro. And
he said, I gotta do Mike Jack.
All the bitches again. You know what I'm saying? I would go with Prince. You know what I'm saying? They would be everywhere and all that, but Mike Jackson get down to business, bro. And I met Michael Jackson's engineer, Bruce Swedien. He gave me a book and all that. Like the engineering side of everything with Michael Jackson is just Quincy Jones. I know that's going to be crazy. You know,
it's iconic. Both my iconics. Shout out to Michael Jackson, Prince, R.I.P. Rest in paradise. Both of the brothers, man. They died.
Prince will probably do everything, kind of like the DJ Quick. Play the
he'd be like, I don't need your beat. He'd be like, God damn it.
Exactly. Word.
Hell, I'm trying to give you a beat. Like, nah, man.
Right.
All right. I do have one more question, like that I forgot to mix in there. Because we was talking about earlier how one of the producers sampled my voice, and I was like, oh, that's dope. It's a compliment to me that somebody sampled my voice, and y'all keep doing it. Keep sampling my voice. Let me know though. So I can like hear it. Anybody right out there, but what rapper do you think people sample the most?
Rapper?
You know, people sample all types of rappers all the time.
Right. I think Project Pat. Yeah, from 3 6 Mafia. Like,
I know who that is. I'm just saying, like, he's
genre in Texas. I did a Texas mixtape with like Dallas artists. They got that like into the beat. Like, big shout to my boy Immune. Like, everybody, it's almost like a DJ Screw type of sound in Texas because they drink the lean and shit, but it's a cultural thing. They always put the Project Pat and they put that in the beat. Drake did it a couple times, but it's a staple from Texas. 3 6 Mafia, one of my favorite groups. Like
3 6.
Oh man,
J.
DJ Paul is he's one of them goats. But I put it in a couple of my beats on the Texas tape, like that chopped and screwed kind of voice. That has to be the most sampled shit because they made like a genre behind it. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't think you was gonna say that. I thought you were gonna say something like Nas or Jay-Z because or Prodigy or so, somebody that's always sampled, I
mean, that's a part. They made a genre out of that because, that's always in New York hip hop, kind of tri-state, underground, East Coast hip hop. But I love like 3 6 Mafia's music so much. And I'm so tapped into like the down Texas music, the lowrider. And they always got that little bass, and then you don't know what he's saying, but it's like you
don't know what he's saying.
And it's always Project Pat or Juicy J.
Yo, this is funny though. So it's funny because like you got a different you probably listen to a lot of music. You're not tapping into, especially as a producer. You're like got records that I probably never heard before, right? And you're sampling, you're doing stuff, so you probably hear. It's a great question for producers because producers do hear, they got a great ear and they hear more music than the average listener. Right. You know what I mean? So I wow.
That was a good question.
So Project Pat is sampled the most. That's dope. I like that. Shout out to Project Pat, man. That's dope, man.
That's a whole genre of this sound. You know what I'm saying? Of using his voice. Drake got a track with it. He pulled from it a little bit, but like it's just like this in the beat. It's almost like a lean drinking kind of, but it's in every single beat like that. So shit. That's why I tapped into the Texas shit. I went there for South by, but they got a whole different bounce to their shit, and it was really cool.
Now Frank
Rick is a good one.
He said he's gonna say Slick Rick. Like a lot of people use his voice, Slick Rick, and he says Pat is goated. He's the GOAT.
Project Pat.
Shout out to hip hop. Period. Hip hop 50th. Shout out to 50th years and more, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. Man, keep going. All right, this is the end of the show, man.
Figure it out. Hip hop will make it into something.
Of course. And y'all keep sampling my voice so I can be the hottest sampled boy. Anyway,
I'll get some drops from you, bro.
Get some drops, man. Hey. I got this on audio. I got it on audio and I got it on YouTube. You can take it from wherever. But anyway, it's the end of the show, man. BhramaBull, man, appreciate it. Thanks for coming on. board, man. Earlier I had your music catalog scrolling, so y'all go check out his music, his catalog. Just put BhramaBull in the catalog and just hit play. This is the time of the show that we promote, and say something positive to our fans or whoever is watching this, man. Next week I have Star, STAHH for hip hop, R Star. She's a queen. She's a vocalist. She's a rapper. She's a producer, I believe. She's a exec. She does it all. Fashion, Easter. Like, she's dope. She's gonna be on the show next week. All right. So this is the time to promote, man. To say something positive, BhramaBull. What's good?
Yeah, just do what you feel in this game. You know what I'm saying? And have your mentors and try to switch it up. Don't copy all the way. You know what I'm saying? Make it yours. You know what I'm saying? That's what hip hop is about, making it yours and keeping the culture going. But I got the instrumental tape dropping in a couple weeks. It's all the instrumentals from the Evolution.
Ooh.
And I did a Wax Wednesday where I made the beat in the studio. The guy came in and filmed me making a beat live to with the drum machine. So I got that beat on there. Drop the instrumentals. I got some new tracks coming with my guy Pat Ron. Mussolini just sent me some back. I got Rim. I got fucking, you know what I'm saying? I'm working on the Flea Lord. I'm working on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and my guy Michael Christmas is from out your way.
Michael Christmas, yeah, Michael Christmas.
Yeah, I reached out to him. We got something going, and I'm building my next set of singles and everything coming out. New J-Haze album, Degree album, my boy Tony album, and big shout to my people out in Detroit, Cult Encounters. We got a record coming out, Guilty Simpson and Three-Way Slim. They work every night on the records. Just shout out to everybody that rocks with me. And my guy, I owe you a t-shirt, and I'm going to cop your book, bro.
Oh, thanks, man.
Support this man's book, bro. You got 2 books.
I got 3, actually. I got 2 that you can get physical, and all 3 of them are actually on ebook too. But if you'd like to read on your phone or your tablet.
Right.
But I got 2 physical books. So what I usually do is, I might as well promote them now since you're bringing them up. So what I do is, these are albums. The books are going to be albums. I break down albums in a fun way. And it's, some of your favorite artists. This is the first one, Seville's Chronicles Volume 1. And then, because of the 50th year of hip hop, and I know it's going to drop a book this year, I did Seville's Chronicles Volume 2, but Seville's Classic. So it's like what I believe is a classic album. And
that's dope.
Shout out to True Vine. It's a black publishing company. Right. Go get your. Everybody got at least one book in them, man. Write a book, do something, man.
Right.
I'm telling you, even if it's a children's book, get to
now,
write.
Now, how'd you get that going? How'd you get the words that you wrote to get somebody to press that up? Or we can talk about that after.
Yeah, we're talking about offline and stuff, but yeah. Just look up True Vine Publishing. Great dude. He can answer all those questions probably. Just to say it real quick, just so everybody's wondering like, oh, they're gonna talk offline and not tell us. But y'all, if y'all wanna ask me questions, ask BhramaBull questions, put them in the comments. We'll look them up later, and we'll get back to you. BhramaBull and myself will get back to you. I want to shout out Ben Frank. I want to shout out Taj Malik. I want to shout out Phoenix Cafe. I want to miss everybody that came in. I want to shout out who else came in here. Look real quick. I want to shout out. It was a couple other people that came in here and said something. A lot of people came in and out just listening. But shout out to them. Shout out to everybody that's listening and watching now. With somebody else, I just can't find the name. I'm just trying to scroll real quick. But
this is a clean way to do your interviews, bro. Like, you got the logo. This shit is crazy.
I tried, man. I tried.
So I tried, man. On the internet later, right? On your page and all that?
Yeah. So it's live now. So I think in 12 hours or 24 hours, it'll be live on the page. Sometimes because YouTube got to go through that, making sure we didn't talk crazy about them or something crazy.
Right.
They won't delete the video or whatever, right? So they do all that and then they put it on live, I think in 12 hours, I believe.
Okay.
I think so. But yeah, what I usually say after every show is, please support if you could. I make gear too. This is one of my hoodies I made. So me and my daughter got a merch line, and that's in the description too. So we sell merch, and I sell books. So right now I'm not working, but I'm trying to get back to work. But right now, since I wasn't working, I said I'm gonna start writing these books. I wrote 3 books out of work, and working on 2 more. Working on my 4th and 5th.
I got a shirt going. You know what I'm saying? I've been
sending
them out
we can do
that.
We do that.
Some shit like.
And I wear it on the platform, and you get you some shine.
That would be fire. That would be fire. So,
but
we'll make all that shit shake. You know,
100%, man. 100%, man. And again, like I said, man, thanks for coming by, man. Appreciate it, man. This is the THHC podcast, episode 156, BhramaBull Evolution 4. Y'all look out for this dude, man. I'm telling you, y'all better tap in. And please, man, love over hate, man. Love over hate. Practice more love than hate, man. If you get up in the morning, you got another breath, man. You got another day to shine. Tell yourself some positive things in the mirror, and then spread that around to your circle, man. And that's it, man. All right, Brahma, man. I appreciate it, man. Love is love, man. Yo, man. Yo, I love what I do, man. I love what I do, man. I love what I do, man. I love people like you, and I love people like Ben Frank, man. You know what I'm saying? Great show, fam. Appreciate it, man. We are out of here. Catch us next week, Friday. Peace out, man. Just catch me on the show. Catch me on this channel, man. I do more than shows. I do for everybody. So y'all just come and see your
favorite. I'll put my notifications on and all that, so I get an email when you're on.
Yeah. Put your notifications on. Yeah, bring that bell. You know what I'm saying? We out of here, man. Peace out, man.
Bless, man.